Hello, world.
Hello.
We look tired.
A little bit.
Just a little. I've also picked up some new pastimes of trying to learn how to knit and crochet. So far, it's just ended in tangles and sadness. But the point of this video, because there's actually a point this time.
Is it?
Yes. We recently watched on Netflix the live-action Full Metal Alchemist. And being Full Metal Alchemist fans, we are going to talk about it. And he's going to act like that we didn't discuss this beforehand.
No, we discussed it beforehand. I just want to know if you remembered.
Because I'm the one who forgets things.
All the time.
All the time. Anywho, so for those who don't know what Full Metal Alchemist is, it is the story of two boys, Edward and Alphonse Elric, who lose their mother and then try to bring her back, but through alchemy, and fail horrifically.
And this is the movie, based on the two animes, based on the manga.
Yes. The live-action movie takes many of their own directions. I still like it, but the better experience would be to either read the manga or watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Avoid the first series.
Well, you can watch it, but it's not the real thing, man.
It has a crap ending.
Yeah.
Which you'll have to purchase separately. The, Curse of Shambhala or something like that?
I don't think it's Curse.
Conqueror Shambhala?
Yeah, I think it's Conqueror Shambhala. There's also the Star of something that's from the other series, but I don't remember what that is.
The Star of Milos. You should not watch that one.
Yeah, don't watch that either.
It contributes nothing.
It's not part of the manga either. It's not even one of the side stories. Anywho, point is the movie.
Good.
The CGI is amazing. Like, amazing. The lush scenery, it was filmed partly in Italy, so they have an actual steam engine, and it's just like bright green trees. Most of the costumes were excellent. I only had a few minor problems with the characters. Also with the, exclusion of Alex Louise Armstrong, who is arguably one of the best characters in the series.
Don't forget about Tech Sergeant, I forgot his name.
And it's not important.
They got Lieutenant Maria Ross in there, though.
Yes, the characters they did shoehorn in, they did a fairly good job. Though, Riza Hawkeye is blonde. They actually made her a blonde, but then Winry isn't blonde. Which makes no sense since Edward is then blonde. It's like...
Got all the piercings, though.
Yes, they do have all of her piercings. They have the frickin' box she carries with all of her automail in it. They got all of that, but not the hair. It's like... Okay. The homunculi were done beautifully. And whoever plays Lust looks like a frickin' porcelain doll the way they did her up. Except, with scary hands.
I was surprised that Scar wasn't even introduced in this movie.
I know, it's weird. But at the same time, they skipped a lot of stuff. They don't have their mentor in it, their father isn't in it. They don't mention the other countries.
You didn't even get to see the Fuhrer in this one.
Yeah, the Fuhrer's not even in it, and he's, the frickin' antagonist? I suppose he's one of the bad guys. But yet they kept the white dolls. That's just... At least they died easily.
And they got Shao Tucker in there, because we all needed to see that again. Now you can experience that horrific story from 4 different perspectives.
Yes, if you know the Full Metal Alchemist series, I have now 4 times over, he hasn't read it though, I have now 4 times over seen the death, I suppose they didn't kill her in the live action, but the death of little Nina after she became a chimera with her dog. I can't go through this again.
Pretty creepy.
Okay. Anything else amazing? I think I already said all the costumes were good, but if not, the costumes were good.
The fights were great, and the CGI character of Alphonse was excellent.
Oh, Al was perfect. They got his little blood crest on the thing. The only thing we didn't get to see was the blood seal in his armor. That's the only thing they left out. But I think it's more or less because the way they told the story, we never see it happen. So I think they left it out because they weren't sure if they were going to do that.
I don't know what it is about Japanese special effects, but I kind of like them better than Western CGI. Because, like, Western CGI is like, you can very much tell that it was all done by computer, and you're like, oh, whatever. There's just,
You can never tell when Alphonse is actually a guy in a suit or when he's a computer-generated robot.
Because they do, like, brushing.
They blend it very well.
And then the things that they do use special effects for, like, giant pillars burst out of the ground or it all turning into mush, stuff like that. It's like, everything is just shaded so well. Like, to the point where it is fantasy, but it just seems more alive.
I do have negatives about the series, so it's not all rose-colored glasses. They chopped so much of the story to fit it into a movie, so it suffered like The Last Airbender suffered, but not as horrifically burning off of a cliff. But yes, they cut a lot of story, they cut a lot of character things, they leaned more heavily on the first anime versus using the manga in the second anime. So that irked me a little, but what can you do? And they left it open for sequels, so...
As much as I liked Mustang, Maze Hughes was just awesome in this one.
The guy playing Maze looked exactly like him! Like the 5 o'clock shadow. And the guy who... the man who plays Mustang in the live action is Dean Fujioka, who sings the opening for Yuri on Ice. So... go listen to History Maker by Dean Fujioka.
Good stuff.
And then I read that the person who plays Edward in the live action also played Nagisa Shiota in Assassination Classroom, the live action, which I don't know how to get my hands on, otherwise I'd be watching that.
I'm sure we need to legally get it off of the internet and then get a virus on our computer.
I'd rather not. But
It'd be fun.
But I don't know if we want to ramble anymore or not. I think that was enough word vomit of Full Metal.
There's probably enough content.
Yeah. Plus my battery's going to die.
That's why the screen's getting all dark.
Because I'm bad at charging my phone. The cord is like literally right here. Like, I have no excuse not to charge it. But I don't.
No. Well, see you all later then.
Bye.